Live from Los Angeles, welcome to Good Morning LaLa. I'm Dr. Erin.
Hi, I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jessamine Moyer. This is Good Morning LaLa, America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Also available on Apple TV and Roku via the EverTalk app.
It's Monday. It's Manifestation Monday, Miracle Monday, Motivation Monday.
Yes.
Pick your option because we come together each day to know the truth, live on spiritual principle, align with universal law, and talk about universal law of eternality. That's right.
Eternality.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear about that one, Dr. Erin.
Why not? How are you guys? How's your weekend?
It's awesome.
It was awesome. I'm so excited to welcome our very special guest this morning. Hello, everyone back in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, it's hashtag National Lipstick Day, and we have the founder of Lipstick Angels in the house. Good morning, Renata. How are you today?
Good morning, everyone. I'm fabulous. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're so excited that you're here with us. We can't wait to hear all about your story. But first, we want to know, how do you start your day? What's your morning routine?
I start my day by just breathing. I just sit in bed and I take inventory of what I have to do in the morning and just kind of have a moment of stillness before I shoot up and make the hugest cup of coffee.
That's the greatest practice. I love that. I call that a micro meditation, where you just simply focus on the breath.
Yeah, I just need that before all the craziness starts.
Well, you make the craziness look good. Brave is a very good color on you. I see you have some new lipstick with you.
I do. I'm here today. I'd love to talk about the Brave lipstick, which 100% of the proceeds from this amazing lipstick that I happen to be wearing, it looks good on everyone, goes to Lipstick Angels charity.
Oh, incredible. We have a young and very daring actor with us. Paxton Booth is in the house. Good morning, Paxton.
Morning.
You sound so chipper. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So how does a young working actor like you start his day? What's your morning routine?
I just get up in the morning and it takes me a while to start actually getting up because all the lights are usually on and I'm like a zombie moaning in the morning.
I love your Converse. I love the shoes you have on today.
Right?
How cool are those?
Pink.
Yes.
We always say hashtag fashion speaks. Is there a reason you chose those pink sneakers today?
Well, I knew I was going to come to a super fun and like LA, California interview, so I just went for, you know, the California kid, fun, casual outfit.
There you go. I love it.
Smart.
It is smart.
Well, thank you both so much for being with us. We're excited to continue the conversation later in the show.
I love when we have kids on the show, right?
I miss when my son was that
Keep
young.
it fun. Play. Do you?
He's all grown up now. I don't see him anymore.
He's a grown man now.
No, just kidding. You know, like I miss them when they're that young. It's like the perfect age.
Yes. You can like actually talk to them.
And they like still want to cuddle you a little. And they're just like, yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
he doesn't, I don't know.
I just love the insight they have on the world.
Right.
Just the way
Agreed.
they see it. Totally unfiltered, untainted, not jaded. Excited.
The childlike faith. That's what we all aim for, right? I mean,
Right.
really, it's just like quiet, clean, simple approach to life.
I miss those days. It's complicated now.
Speaking of a clean approach, I'm so excited. As we mentioned, it's hashtag National Lipstick Day, and I'm wearing a clean new beauty brand, very prestigious, launching very soon in Neiman Marcus. Dear Delilah, inspired
Super
by
cool.
the Delilah flower. Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, it is actually. It's a great color.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Great color without the compromise, right? I really like to embrace clean beauty.
And they're vegan and somewhat, I think, natural organic. I'm not sure, but I know they're vegan for sure.
And anti-aging.
Anti-aging.
Keep these kissable lips softer longer.
Do your lips age? I've never seen it. I want to get that,
Suspect.
that face happen. Age just the lips.
Not if you use Dear Delilah, Erin.
There you go, exactly.
That.
It reminds me of that song, Delilah. Remember that?
Yes,
song?
of course.
Oh, I love that song.
I think we played that one a couple times on the
I know.
beginning of the show.
So what did you guys do all weekend?
We went to Gary Payton's birthday
did?
party.
How was that?
It was
Gary,
amazing.
the
It's great.
love.
Yes.
It was so
It was.
fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was awesome.
I was going to try and go. I went down. I was going to go to Laguna, and I ended up going to Newport Coast, Pelican Hill, to a pool party, and it was so nice. I never left, and I never came back. I came back at like 10 o'clock at night, but yeah, it was
It's nice down there at OC, huh?
Oh, it was so incredibly beautiful, you guys.
I don't make it down there quite enough. I mean, I really don't cross the
I mean,
405.
Orange County is just, I mean, majority of it, Newport Coast is just, it's like all brand new. It's all just like a bunch of millionaires that sit around. I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they shop and sit by the pool. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Sounds like a good life.
It sounds
not
like an
opposed.
episode of Real Housewives of Orange County.
Definitely, or the hills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Fantastic.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing how fast the weekend blows by, though, huh?
does.
Monday already again.
It is.
Yeah.
It's Monday again.
Thank God we love what we do.
It could be Groundhog's Day if you don't love what you do.
Oh my
but-
gosh, it's critical. I remember not loving what I did most of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny because I don't know about you guys, but Monday I usually wake up really refreshed, and I have friends that go out and they're like go to sleep at all hours of the weekend, and I still try and go to sleep always by midnight on the weekend, because if I don't, Monday comes and I'm like,
It's true.
It's
Yeah.
all like it's a biochemical thing.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm at least 10% stronger on Mondays when in the
Right.
gym. Yeah. That's why I put my leg day on Monday so I can actually lift like real weight. I'm like, oh yeah.
I gotta go with you.
You should.
I
You
need
should
some
come.
help.
Come anytime. You guys are born
Gotta
beautiful,
feel
so you
You
don't have to
just
work
let
at
me
it.
know how that goes. I will not be day on Monday, and I'll be drinking rosé all day on Sunday.
I love that.
So
And that's from the Yes Girl, so you know she's definitely not coming if she says no to
Yeah,
that.
it was really fun yesterday. I went with Dr. Kate to SIR restaurant. If you haven't heard of SIR, it's
Amazing.
gorgeous,
amazing.
owned by Lisa Vanderpump. They've got a reality show. Last time my mom came, she had to run around there looking for Lisa Vanderpump, so I went and looked for Lisa Vanderpump yesterday, and it was hosted by the EC twins, really great DJs in town, so we had a fun time.
Oh, awesome.
Love that.
Right?
You guys have really lame lives, but losers, no, just kidding.
Says the self-made millionaires in OC all weekend.
That was fun. So today is Manifestation Monday, and of course, as a Doctor of Divinity, universal law for me is the jam, because I truly believe that if we understood how to reprogram and heal our trauma, and then live in accordance with universal law, we would have, our lives would get better and better and better. And so the question is, what is universal law, and what's the law of eternality?
Good question.
Why would we care about that, right?
That's true.
So universal law is basically kind of how. It's like, imagine that you have a car and you get the car and no one ever shows you how to use the car. Well, the laws of the universe is kind of like how we direct energy. It teaches us how to direct energy so that we can create more and more of what we want to create,
Yes,
right?
I love that. So it's like having a Ferrari, but not knowing how to drive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You never got universal laws, the manual.
Right, exactly. That would happen a lot in Miami, by the way. When I lived in Miami, you'd always see these Ferraris, like someone really beautiful inside, guy or girl, and they'd be pulled over on the side of the road because they didn't know how to operate. You know what I mean?
That would
Literally.
be me. I'd still get behind the driver's wheel and I'd try. I would fail, but I'd really try.
Yeah.
I would just
So-
hire a driver.
Right.
Just kidding. No.
And so you're
Yeah.
helping us basically do the equivalent of that with
Right.
universal law. So how do we do
So
that?
there's so many different things, and there's a lot to universal law. But the universal law of eternality states that we're ceaseless. We go on forever. We're immortal now. You can create heaven or hell right now, but you are eternal. You're not the effect of anything that we create in this universe. So how does that help us? How does this help us manifest in our life? Because it helps us with knowing that we don't need to attach to it. That we're not that. We get to create it. We get to experience, but we're none of this stuff.
Yes.
So it like frees us up to know that you're not the car. You get to get out of the car and be like, okay, I can close the door, get back in the car.
That's right. That's right. So how do you do that? How do you direct your life intentionally so that you can create a happy, healthy, wealthy, successful life without being the victim of circumstance and conditions?
Right. Well, I mean, one is that we know that manifestation begins in mind. So before you get into the car, before you get into life, you got to get it right in your belief system and understand that you are the director of what's going on here. Before you go out and take inspired action, you have to believe it, and know who you truly are to be able to manifest powerfully.
Absolutely. That's one of my favorite quotes, just know thyself.
Know
right?
thyself, that's
and
all.
not as a body, not as a
There's your
mind.
tattoo. We're talking about tattoo.
Yeah, so we've been talking about, why, and none of us have gotten tattoos, right? But the reason I haven't gotten a tattoo is because I can't commit to anything
He's committed
that
to
much.
non-commitment.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's on your body forever. I don't know.
I just want, and I think it's so beautiful when
Yeah.
people get tattoos. Same. I don't, I already,
Yeah.
what am I going to get
Yeah.
a tattoo of?
If you got a tattoo, Jez, what would it be?
Perhaps the infinity symbol. That's the one thing that's always kind of stuck with me.
Wow.
Or ever talk. Just kidding.
I could actually see that.
Yeah, infinity with ever in it, or something kind of cool.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's
honestly
true.
don't know.
It's really hard, I think, partly because, and I've known a couple people who've gotten the infinity symbol. Love that one. I always thought about getting my name, but even that.
I know.
Oh my
I think it's symbol more than a word.
Yes.
Because the divine has no name, right? I mean, it's nameless. So
Yeah.
I think a symbol would be more.
Yeah. So
appropriate.
we're wanting to create a happy, healthy life.
Yes.
Set your intention.
Yes, really just knowing who you are. That's the most important thing. You're eternal, so that you are none of this. You're not your age, you're not your title, you're not any of it. And in knowing that, you get to create from a space of knowing that that it's just the experience of the relative experience of being human being here in this life.
Absolutely.
Right?
You know, one of the other things that worked well for me in my life is like assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, like living in that feeling. Like you don't have to actually do a whole lot, but if you can just practice that vibration, that feeling as though it's already done, and do it from a place of like genuine joy, I think that's one of the most attractive qualities.
It is the must-have.
Right?
Vibration.
Yeah, so it invites other opportunities in your life.
But how do you toe that line so you don't become delusional
Yeah.
in that?
I think it requires some delusion, honestly, Jez. I really do. I'm 100%. Like, you have to be delusional. You have to. And everybody I know who's accomplished great things have been absolutely insane off the rocker.
So true.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, they just live in a reality that nobody else would co-sign on. They'd say, no, this is the thing I'm creating, and I'm creating it no matter what, or it's already created.
So here's to the crazy ones, the misfits,
Yes.
the misguided, the ones that you can't tell to be contained. They're the ones that make a difference. Truly, the ones that believe they can make a difference are the ones that make a difference.
Shout out Steve Jobs.
Actually, he didn't create that quote.
Well, they never write their own stuff. We are clear about that.
But he definitely got that quote out.
Yes.
It was more than a tattoo on his body.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, you guys. We'll be right back.
Before we go to
yes.
break, we do want to give a very special message to the alternative, the Tearaways, and the community that John Ferreter created here. We will miss you. We appreciate your friendships and support both in this life and the next. We had the honor of doing one of his last interviews here on Good Morning LaLa. He was an incredible, legendary television representation, rock star, and he had a really important lesson that he shared with me, and he said his father taught him to always go to bed at night with his integrity intact, and that really, really resonated with me. He's going to be missed by so many. A couple comments that were released online, of course, the news of his passing was on Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline. He touched so many lives. And one person said, one thing about John that was unlike any other person I know was that at the drop of the hat, he gave selflessly of himself. I was the beneficiary, as was I, a very generous and compassionate human who never got caught up in putting agent before human. He would always do whatever he could to help, and he was exceptional.
He was a total sweetheart. He came, was really part of our family here. We all became very good friends with him, and just knowing eternal life and eternal healing for his friends and family and everyone.
Oh my
for
goodness.
Sure.
You know, the one thing I loved most about him, appreciated most about him, was that no matter how busy he was, no matter how much he was involved in, every single time I saw him, he was genuinely kind to me. And I think that's one of the greatest qualities on the planet.
Yeah. And I know he went through a lot, through many different, aspects of Hollywood. Hollywood can be a heaven or hell right here. And I know that he touched as many lives through his music, through his management, through all kinds of things. He worked with some incredible artists and just sending love to all that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
I think we should introduce our guest, John Ferreter, who can really introduce himself. Why are you here? Who are you? Why are you here?
Well, I'm here because a woman named Marguerite Brokaw saved my life 9 years ago.
That would be my stepmama.
That's exactly right. And your father gave me a job many, many years ago, and I was an agent at the William Morris Agency, where I ended up co-running the TV department and was on the board with your dad up until the William Morris Endeavor merger. So, but here's the thing. What I liked about our conversation the other day, I was having coffee with Dr. Erin, and what I really liked about the conversation is you immediately got passionate about everything, and we know each other so well because I had put together the Dr. Drew show for HLN, and Wendy was one of the producers on it, so I would see Wendy and Bert and and Drew and the whole gang there.
Right.
What was interesting for me with a lot of stuff was when I came out of the health thing and the William Morris and I got out.
Right.
I looked at my life a few years back, and I looked at it as if like my life was a bicycle, and my front tire was on steroids. It was overinflated, my transactional tire. It was deal. That's all I was doing. I was getting all these things done, and it was so full and so overfilled. If I had run over a sesame seed, it was going to burst. And I think that's pretty much what happened when I got sick. And I looked at my back tire, which was my creative tire, and I looked at it and I went, my back tire's flat. And I need to figure out how to redistribute the air in my life so this will, this vehicle, this bike will ride and it'll be safe and I can get to the places I need to. So when I did it, I went back and I started playing music again. We've been recording, and I've got CDs for you, albums. The new one's called Anthems and Lullabies.
The Tearaways. All right. Well, I think we have our answer. The answer to surviving Trump is music.
Because it doesn't matter whether you make money or not, but it's a feeling you get that you just can't you can't put a financial value on it, but it's when you get up in the morning and it's what fuels you to do what you do. You know, I realized, hey, I could be gone, so I'm here for a reason, so I've got to find out what that reason is. And let's live life and let's enjoy what it's about.
And I walk, they twist, and I twist. They shimmy, and I shimmy. They fly, and I fly. I don't know where I belong. Yeah, they don't want California sun. Just some things you can't explain. The bridge came before the refrain. Gently, love me slow. She taught me, for all I know. She kindly let the sun shine. Sunshine. Sounds of summer. The sweet sounds of summer. The sweet sounds of summer. The sweet sounds of summer. Sweet, sweet sounds. Sweet, sweet sounds. Sweet, sweet sugar, sugar. Sweet, sweet honey, honey. Sweet, sweet sounds. We are the giveaways.
Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning, LaLa, on Manifestation Monday. It's important to use our energy for the highest good. And so right here we have Lipstick Angel herself, Renata HELFMAN, who has created Lipstick Angels and is really giving back to transforming lives, heal people with cancer, all the above. Thank you so much for all your work. Thank you for coming this morning.
Of course. I absolutely love that you are restoring a sense of dignity through beauty. What was your journey to creating the Lipstick Angels?
So my background was a Hollywood makeup artist, and I was just personally looking for a way to give back and volunteer in this capacity. And when I went looking around, there was nothing. And I had taken care of my grandmother through her cancer and did her eyebrows and did her makeup, and I saw how it just was a game changer. We would leave the cancer center and we'd go to lunch because she felt good. And when she died, I thought, I just want to do this. And I couldn't find a venue, so I created it.
Just fantastic. It's amazing when you feel better how much everything in the world looks. And your experience of life is so much better. For you, what would you say you most love about this line?
Well, all of the brands that we work with, that we use in our service in the hospital, they're all clean beauty, all natural, non-toxic. And this brand in particular, Well 3 Beauty, they have everything from powder, everything on my face right now is from Well 3 Beauty. And the lipstick they created that I'm wearing is 100% of the proceeds goes back to the charity.
Wow.
So this is the first time a brand, and they sell this at Target and Ulta and Credo Beauty. It's the first time a brand felt so passionate about giving back and having women all feel like they could have a brave message and a brave face. If you're sick, or if not if you're sick, everyone needs to be brave in their life. Yeah. So I love that we did a social media naming, and everyone loved brave, because I think we all just, it just feels like everyone could use a brave face.
And you've captured it very beautifully in this video. Let's take a look.
I am brave.
I am brave.
I
am brave.
I am brave.
I am brave.
I am brave.
I am brave.
We are brave. I am brave. And I keep fighting.
Oh,
wow.
You know what I love about this? So my Gammy passed away of cancer, and she wore red lipstick all the time. I remember, like, there was a book that she lick her lips and turn the book, and she'd have a red print. And when she passed away, I took care of her as well when she was passing away, and I always thought, well, part of it was I think that she just wasn't fully living her dreams. Like she had, I really believe that cancer can come from emotional stuff, and lipstick back in the day was very toxic, along with many things. So I love that this is organic and that it really is not just for people who are healing, but really should be for preventative as well.
Absolutely. All the products that we use in the Lipstick Angels program are natural. And we have a retail partnership with a store actually right down the street called Credo Beauty, and they're all over the country. And they're like the all-natural Sephora, so to speak. You go in there, everything has been tested, and it's high impact. Everything in there works. Like this lipstick will last on me all day long. Wow. It's beautiful. So I think there are cleaner, better choices out there for women and men now. Everything from perfume to hair care to makeup that you can feel good about wearing and know that it's nourishing you inside and out. And I think that's where the world's going in general, with the food that we eat and what we put on our bodies, what we put on our pets, how we clean our homes. So it's a vision for the way we live our life.
Absolutely.
So talk to us about the actual foundation. What do you guys do with them? What happens?
So we work inside infusion centers and hospitals. So while women and men are actually getting their chemotherapy, you could be there for 5 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. We have a whole rolling cart spa menu of clean beauty. So we will help women, we'll give them eyebrow stencils before they even if they've lost their eyebrows or they haven't, or they're about to, we can give them the pencil, give them the stencil, do a facial, aromatherapy, healing stones, a great joke. Just sometimes people just need someone to talk to. They're there alone or they're not, but it really is just a reminder that a message that is important to us is it's not, you're fine, you look beautiful bald, you look beautiful however you are. This isn't about making you look different. It's just there to help you. Yeah. Some of the physical things that you're going through might be uncomfortable to you. So we're just here to show you that there are some tricks and tools to help you feel maybe like yourself again. And some people go through this and they don't want that, and that's totally okay. So we really are really certain with our messaging that however you want to go through this journey is perfect.
Is there something that maybe you've learned on this journey that surprised you?
Yeah, I am blown away by how strong people are. I mean, I leave the hospital and I'm like, I get into my car and I get to go home and take a hike or do a yoga class, and our patients don't, and they still smile and they still are so grateful that you're there, and they want to, they still like go on our Instagram and tag us. Like they're just very, people blow me away that they are there and they are fighting this with everything they have, and we are, the medical community and Eastern medicine and Western medicine, all working together to help people fight cancer, and it's happening, and it's incredible to watch.
I love that. What does it mean to be brave to you?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. I think to be brave for me is to not live in judgment, is to really be open to everyone's different opinions and everyone's feelings, because we're on this planet and everyone comes with something different and we get so stuck in our ways. So for me, definitely, this has been a whole new life for me, coming from the set of a movie to running a charity. I've had to just be open to all kinds of things, and that's really been a lifesaver for me to understand that I needed to do that.
Well, I think so beautiful about this, is that something like cancer that's, obviously really hard for people to go through. We've had different guests that have gone through that have been touched by it or whatever, that create these entire businesses and give back, and it's this natural thing of the universe that is it kind of takes care of itself at some level, and then all of a sudden you've got people like you coming in to help them, support them, and it's
incredible.
Amazing. It's really amazing. It's like a whole
self-organizing and self-orchestrating universe. Yeah. What have been your bravest moments? Was it when you stepped in or stepped up and to create the line, or what would you say?
My bravest moment. Leaving my job and really doing this, just having faith in my mission and believing that it was all going to work out. I mean, I had to make that choice one day, and I did, and I'm like, thank God I did, because it's been like, I pinch myself every day I get to do it.
Oh, I love that. And you bring up a good point. I think both bravery and even faith is sometimes not about like holding a specific belief about what might happen, but instead just suspending judgment about what might happen. And I love that you did that and sort of stepped into this incredible project and journey. Absolutely.
Thank you. Please tell everyone where they can find and follow the Lipstick Angels and Get Brave.
So Lipstick Angels, we are on Instagram, on Facebook, just punch in Lipstick Angels. Brave lipstick you can buy at Credo Beauty, and you can also buy it on the Well 3 People website as well. And 100% of the proceeds go back to Lipstick Angels, so you'll be right there with us while we're in the cancer centers, spreading our love, spreading our wings, and really making people feel good.
Thank you
love
for the
it.
work
Thank
that
you
you
so
do.
And this is for both of you, angels.
We
so
are
much.
brave. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.
Where can you watch the stories of people changing the world? EverTalk TV, the Netflix of talk. I'm Jezza Moyer, the co-founder and host of EverTalk TV, and I am thrilled to introduce you to America's first live video streaming talk show network.
You can binge watch and binge watch.
You can binge watch.
And you can binge watch, or you can binge watch. Please binge watch.
You can binge watch and binge them on EverTalk TV. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Entertainment that will inspire, uplift, and empower you. Anytime, anywhere on EverTalk TV, your home for talk.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. A very young and daring actor is with us today, Paxton Booth. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited. Coop and Cammie's coming back for another season.
Yes, it's going to be so exciting. We are in the middle of season 2 right now.
What is it like for you? Is this a dream come true?
It really is a dream come true. I mean, I just love walking into the set. And like, if you think about it, my job is pretty much just playing pretend with my friends.
It's a good life.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice.
Just being a kid, but getting paid for it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's crazy to think I make a living out of that.
So when did you decide you wanted to make a living doing that?
Well, when I was 2.5, Mom
2.5?
Yes.
I don't even have a memory at 2.5.
Me neither,
Yeah.
but Mom and Dad tell me that I could speak really well at a young age, and they thought it might be a good idea to start a few commercials, and then it just like snowballed up from there, and it just, yeah.
And now look, famous, successful, happy. Do you remember the first audition?
I actually don't. It was so long ago.
Wow.
I remember my first job, but not the first audition.
What was that like?
Yeah.
It was a Thomas the Train commercial.
Oh, wow.
And I remember just like going up the hill with the Thomas the Train and then dropping it and it would fly off the entire set.
Flying off the entire set. Rumor has it you're a stunt man.
Yes, thank you. I do all my own stunts on set. And of course, you know, they're super safe, but we have a stunt coordinator that keeps us super safe in like this harness that straps me in from everywhere. And I've done some insane things where I just go straight backwards, like flying, and like it's a long story for a lot of them.
I see you still have this. You still have the harness on right now. The suspenders.
Yeah.
I need to get a pair of
Yes.
those. Those are cool.
What's the craziest stunt you've ever done?
My favorite one and the most craziest one is when I was in like a flying squirrel suit and I went backwards and like up. So it was like a straight, it was insane.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
My
So
life was boring.
Tell us about things they don't know on camera. Tell us about like, what do you do when you have a day off? What does that look like? You're not on set, because all your fans out there, they're like, what do you do? You know, we want to know how you hang out.
I love to ride BMX with my dad. I do it almost every weekend. Yeah, and I love cars too. I have a big Hot Wheels collection. I have over 1,000 right now.
1,000?
Yeah.
You have a favorite?
I actually don't.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite.
Like them all?
Yeah, I like them all.
And I know you do a lot of work with PawWorks too.
Yes, I love PawWorks. It is a great organization that rehomes, are a rescue organization. They rehome any breed of dogs and cats.
Do you have any dogs or cats?
I grew up with 2 rescue pit bulls, and they both passed away about a year ago. But we were looking to adopt, but since we're in the middle of season 2, it wouldn't be fair to the dogs because we wouldn't be home. So right after season 2, we're gonna get a new one.
Very considerate of you. What's the hardest part of your day in your life, would you say?
I like that question a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I have a hard part of the day. I just like every part of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you are definitely life goals, my friend.
Wow.
That is life goals, yeah.
Serious life.
I know we also say that fashion is very important to you, right?
Yes, I love to express myself through fashion. And by the way, I love your pants.
Wow, I feel like we're best friends right now. You know, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Thanks.
You're so adorable. I mean, like, how do you get so nice? Just born this way?
I don't know, actually. I think I'm this way.
Your parents must
Yes,
be amazing.
parents.
So let's give a big shout out to your parents. Tell us what the best thing that you love about your mom and dad.
I love that my mom and dad, they get me through everything. They're always on set there with me. You know, they always help me through everything in my realm of things.
Yes, in your realm of things. Do you have a favorite actor or actress?
Of course, you know, I love my parents. I look up to them a lot, but I actually just started getting into a lot of old comedy movies.
Oh, wow.
I love, you know, the Bill Murray, John Candy.
Yes.
And I just watched Smokey and the Bandit, so I think you can have Burt Reynolds.
We have a look at some of your recent work. Let's take a peek.
Hey, Ratherheads, Coop and Cammy here.
Okay, so our would you rather question is, would you rather see or
Yes! Wait till you see this.
Okay, Ratherheads, today we're debating that age-old question. Would you rather eat a disgusting mixture of old leftovers or take a bath in it?
I'm shampooing this mashed potato.
Has anyone seen my violin bow? What? Ollie, are you using my bow for a back scratcher?
Scratcher, yes. Back, no.
Look who's making a rare appearance on Would You Rather. Charlotte Cam, Charlotte Cam, Charlotte Cam.
Stop it, turn it off. Every time I'm on your show, you embarrass me. I don't want to look stupid.
Hello. Oh, yay, there's a kid in my sink.
This counts as my bath tonight, right?
Show's over, turn that camera off.
Later, Ratherheads.
Coop and Cammy Ask the World. A brand new series coming to Disney Channel.
Oh my gosh, how funny.
That was actually the only gag that was gross.
Yeah.
Like the only one that was just.
Yeah. Did you continue to smell it days afterwards, like the?
Oh my God, the smell was the worst thing ever. I had to take a shower like literally 5 times.
Yeah, I believe it.
They had to carry me out in a trash bag after.
Oh, so it wouldn't get everywhere.
Oh yes, exactly. It was so gross. The smell was just.
You know what I love about you? You have such an authentic, like, positive energy. What do you have to do to maintain that energy? Because I feel like especially when you're there on set and you're performing, you're even more. How do you keep that up?
I just stay positive.
Yeah.
I just stay positive, have fun. I mean, you know, I'm always around friends, and so I just keep myself positive.
What about all your lines? How do you remember all the lines?
That is actually a very good question. I do not know how. It's just a natural thing in my brain. It just clicks. But we have 3 days of rehearsal, so we kind of get them down by then.
So you're just like a little genius, is what you're saying.
you.
Yes, that's what I think. I think that you must have really, like, you just can remember. Do you remember it through, like, pictures, or how do you remember?
No, a lot of times, like for blocking wise, I just write it down on the script, and the actual action of writing it down helps me remember it. Like stuff like that is like, it's a weird little things help me like that.
If you could have a magic wand, what would you make yourself in 5 years? What's going to happen?
I would like to do a little bit of everything. A little bit of horror, a little bit of, drama, maybe even like some normal just sitcoms, Like, I would do a little bit of everything.
Wow.
Maybe some Tim Burton?
Yes! He's my favorite director of all time. I love his movies. My favorite movie of all time is actually Nightmare Before Christmas, so. Yes.
That's a good one.
So what's your favorite meal?
My mom's homemade chicken pot pie.
Oh.
No mashed potatoes, though.
No mashed potatoes, no.
I am scarred after that.
The mashed potato bath did it, huh? I worked in a movie theater once, and I remember loving popcorn until about 2 months in, and all of a sudden I couldn't stand popcorn for about 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing. If you can always have too much of something.
Yeah.
Then,
Traumatized by the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
So are you working for the rest of the summer?
Yes, we are. I don't actually know when we're done shooting, but it's got to be in a few months. But the season 2 of Kuban Kami will come out this fall, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can find and follow you on Instagram.
On Instagram at Paxton Booth.
Thank you so much, Paxton.
Thanks for having me.
We're excited to see everything that you're going to be up to. Stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow on Good Morning La La Land.
There it is. Spoken like a pro. So today we've been talking lots about like manifestation and how to create a life that you love, right? And I wonder from each of you, if there's one thing that you would recommend other people out in the world do so they can live a life that you're living or something like that they love. What's the one thing you would recommend they do in order to create a life they love?
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I would say be brave.
Yes.
And I really mean by that, if there's something that you want to do it. Because you'll be surprised. I mean, I think we're all here for a reason, and we all have such amazing gifts. And even if you do it as a hobby, like I want to learn how to surf, and I'm 50 years old, and everyone's like, you can't start surfing at 50, but I'm going to do it.
Yes,
be
you
brave.
can.
Yes. I'm going to be brave and get on that surfboard. So I would just say live your life.
Oh,
I love that. One of my
that.
favorite quotes is, your only problem is you think you have time. You know, you don't have as much time as you think, so just do it now, whatever it is you want to do, right?
Yeah.
It's a great quote.
I think people should just stay positive and always, just have fun, and it'll keep your spirits high.
I agree.
Even your hat says "Have fun."
Yes.
You're just on brand. Do you like the Ramones too?
I do. I actually really do.
Who didn't want the Ramones?
I know.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
It's incredible. So, do you have a lot of favorite? You obviously listen to a lot of music.
Yes.
So the Ramones. Who else do you love?
My favorite band is actually Motley Crue.
Really?
Yeah.
You're an old soul.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the 50s music, new like Panic at the Disco, 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
A lot of I listen to all different kinds of genres.
Incredible. You were born to be in the arts, brother. I got to tell you. It's amazing.
I'm obsessed with the Big Little Lies soundtrack. Did you guys? The soundtrack is amazing.
Oh, interesting. I've watched it, but I haven't thought of the soundtrack.
It's amazing how music can shift your mood, right?
Oh, for
Like
sure.
instantly. Very few things can shift your mood in the way the music can.
It's amazing. Gets that feeling going.
It does
Got
indeed.
that feeling.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Well, thank you both so much for being with us today. We are Good Morning La La Land, America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m.
All of today's interviews are available as a podcast on iTunes, and the whole show is streaming on Apple TV and Roku via the EverTalk app.
That's right. We're waking up the world together. Have a great Manifestation Monday, Motivation Monday, Mindful Monday, whatever you want to have.
Miracle Monday.
Miracles are happening. Please like, share, comment, follow these amazing, extraordinary human beings. Have a divine day.
It's going to be a good morning, La La Land.